guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm barefaced again because we are doing another wear test of a foundation, and this is the Bobbi Brown Skin Long-Wear Weightless Foundation with broad spectrum of SPF 15. But before we jump right to it, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell right next to it. That way you can get notifications whenever I upload new videos, which I do a lot of beauty reviews and tutorials, so check it out. Alright, so as you guys know, my skin is barefaced because we are doing a wear test. I do have my moisturizer on applied right now, and I am going to be using a primer, and I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Primer. So the packaging looks like this. It comes in this nice glass bottle, and the glass is all frosted, and as you guys can see, when you open this, it has this nice pump in here, so it is nice and clean and you don't have to scoop it out. So the shade that I have here is Warm Beige 3.5. So that's the shade that I have here, Warm Beige 3.5. In MAC, I could be NC 40 to 42 depending on my skin. Right now I'm super light because there's no sun in New Jersey, it's all ice. But the claim of this foundation is that it is supposed to be medium coverage. It works with normal, combination, and oily skin, so it works with everyone. It does have a matte finish, and it has SPF 15 in it. And this is a 16-hour wear, buildable, medium to full coverage foundation with a natural, multi-dimensional matte finish that's comfortable, breathable, and weightless. So let us go ahead and jump right to applying this foundation. So you guys can see, I do have a lot of pigmentation right around my nose, right here, and yeah, everything in between really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply half of my face with this foundation using a beauty sponge. I'm using the Maybelline beauty sponge, and the other half I'm going to be using a kabuki foundation brush. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right to it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to apply this in the back of my hand. I'm going to use 1.5 pump, and I'm going to apply this with a kabuki brush first. So I'm going to just typically do that. It does not have any set to it whatsoever, and it has a nice thick consistency, but it's not runny. Alright, so that is the first layer of the foundation. As you can see, it looks super natural. It is lightweight. It's a little bit sticky, but it's still really nice. And yes, it does have a matte finish in it. You can still see the discoloration on my skin, especially the red bars, especially underneath my eyes. You could still see the dark circles. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a second part of this, and we'll see how full coverage this could be. Now I could say that this is the medium coverage. It's not a total full coverage because I could still see some dark spots in here, and my broken capillaries right in the bottom of my nose. You could still see that. But comparing it to the bare face, you could see the difference, and it covers up a lot of discoloration on my skin. It does look nice as well, and it makes the skin look smooth and flawless in a way. So it looks really nice so far. It is a little bit sticky, but I think that's because it's still settling down. Yeah, but I mean, that's what it looks like. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the beauty sponge, and I'm going to do 1.5 pump of this. So that is the first layer using the beauty sponge. As you can see, it didn't really cover as much, and you could see my pores right here. It's peeking through. I don't know if you can see that. In here you don't see it, but in here you can see some of my pores. You could also see my my broken capillaries right there. You could see everything in there. But again, this is the first layer, and I feel like with the beauty sponge, it always makes the first layer very light. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply another layer of this and see how it looks. So when you're looking closely, the formula has some micro shimmers in it. But when you apply it, it disappears and I guess it settles into your skin, but it doesn't make your skin look good. Typically foundations that have like micro shimmers in it tend to look more radiant on the skin, but this does not look like that at all. It claims to be a matte finish, but again, this is what the coverage looks like, and I think I got a color that's a little bit too light, but yeah, this is what it looks like with the coverage. As you can see, it still looks very nice. I do love the finish of the kabuki brush better than the beauty sponge for some reason. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's showing some of my rough patches on my skin, like right over here and right over here. Like I do have some patches in here. So I mean the feeling is the same thing as when I first applied the kabuki foundation brush part. It does feel a little bit sticky, but other than that, I mean, I think it's settling down. This one's smoothing out a little bit. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I am just going to complete my makeup and I'll be right. So this is what the foundation looks like with my makeup applied on. As you can see, it looks really nice. It does smoothen out the face a lot, except for this part right here where I applied the beauty sponge and it does look a little cakey right over here, and you can see the pores. I don't know if you could actually see that, but my pores right here, you could see it a little bit. And it's already sitting a little bit on the edge of my nose right there. It's caking up a little bit. But on this side where I applied my foundation with a kabuki brush, it really is very smooth and it looks really nice. So I'm not sure what's going on. Again, it does have a nice matte finish, so I had to put my highlight on. But it looks really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check in with you guys in a few hours. It is now 8:19 a.m. and I will be right back to check back with you to see how this foundation is holding up. Hi guys, it is now 5 o'clock and I am still wearing this foundation. It's the Skin Long-Wear Weightless Foundation with SPF 15 from Bobbi Brown. I worked today until 3 o'clock and then I went straight to the gym, so I am sweating and this is what I look like. So I did test this foundation to its full potential and I gotta say that I do have some opinion about this foundation. So I'm gonna zoom you in and we are going to be talking all about this in just a minute. So it is now 5 o'clock and I have been wearing this foundation for about 8.5 hours now, and as you can see, the foundation itself, when you're initially looking at me, it looks nice. However, I feel like the claim of it being a full coverage foundation and that it is a long wearing foundation didn't really meet its full capacity today. So you can definitely see my pores around this area right here. You can see it peeking through. So you can see my broken capillaries. They are all out and crazy right now. And when I go in here, you can definitely see my highlights still on fleek and also my blush and my contour. But looking closely, you can see my veins over here. So being that this is a full coverage foundation, none of that should be seen. I feel like this foundation is starting to wear off really bad. Also on my forehead area, you can see the shininess everywhere in there. But that's also because I've been sweating, so maybe that's why. But you can see that it's in there. It's a shininess is in there. And I haven't really touched up or anything like that since this morning. So this is the full result of not touching up, working all day, and then working out right after. And when I tilt my nose like this, you can see that it's caking up right over here. And then right on the edge of my nose, you can see it right there. So I don't like that at all. So you can see it in there. And that's kind of a mess, guys. I don't like that. So yeah, I mean, I feel like this foundation had a really good starting point to it, but as the day went on, I felt like it was a little bit heavy on my skin being that it's supposed to be a lightweight foundation, I felt like it was still sticky. You know what I mean? Like when I applied it this morning, I mentioned that it was sticky, but I felt like it was still a little bit sticky right after. It didn't really settle in, and the fact that you can see the cakiness going on around my nose area, I felt like that was not really a good sign. So all in all, this foundation is $46. I got it at Sephora. It wasn't sent to me, but I wish it was. And also, if you are looking for a foundation that is full coverage, lightweight, and will stay on all day, I would not recommend this. If you're looking for a foundation that has a natural finish, stays about 4 to 6 hours, definitely this would be something that's for you. Other than that, like, I would not recommend this for its claims, just because of the fact that it says that it's long wearing, it's supposed to be a lightweight skin long wearing foundation, and it did not work for me. I do have dry skin, and that could be a problem also. Just because that this does not work for me doesn't mean that it's not gonna work for you. This is just my 100% own opinion and experience with this foundation. So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from and why I'm saying all these things. But other than that, again, like I said, if it doesn't work for me, I would not recommend it, but you can definitely try it out. My advice to you is go to Sephora, get a sample first before trying it out, because $46 is a lot of money to shell out for. So if you really want a high-end foundation, or if you want to try Bobbi Brown, then I think that you would need to go to Sephora first and get a sample and try it out first before shelling out $46. Alright guys, I will see you guys in my next video. I love you all. Please don't forget to comment and like this video. Let me know what you guys think and what's your favorite foundation. I would like to know. Alright guys, I will see you in my next video. I love you. Bye!